Hey everyone, this is Dennis coming to you live from the Real Estate Roundtable with Dennis and Mario. Today I'm by myself. Mario was not able to come on online, but I wanted to talk about a couple of things. One is that this is purely raw content. We don't do any editing, so you might hear me go guff or something that I say potentially I might want to change, but this is what's different about our show is that we are logical, realistic, and we're going to tell you straight. With that said, what I'm going to talk about today is a couple of things. The first thing that I want to talk about is that we are pretty much at this point sold out for our mastermind local event where we're going to talk about creative real estate, and especially as the rates continue going up, we're going to continually have a need for more creative deals, and that's going to be on April 15th. I will post the link on top of or the bottom of this presentation. So if you are somebody who can make it to South Jersey in April, make sure to sign up. That way you can get on the waiting list because we do unfortunately have some people that are canceled. So we want to see if we can get you in. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. Also, please, and this is very important to us, the only thing that we do ask is that if you can share this video, like this video, ask your questions because we definitely want to continue expanding, and only will we expand if you keep on sharing this and we provide value. With that said, as I mentioned last week, we were going to do an interview with me today, but we're going to change that to when Mario is back, which will be next week. However, we want to keep on being consistent, coming on live at evening time on Sunday. And very soon, where we'll start to actually have a session where we're going to be analyzing and looking at any creative deals that you have, doesn't matter where you are in the country. With that said, we're also buyers of creative deals. Our buy box is entry fee less than 10%. And the reason for that is because typically, if it's more than 10%, we typically can go get other financing. The interest rates has to be under 4%. Obviously, that's you can't get that convention. That's a requirement, and it needs to have minimal rehab. It needs to have a balloon that's more than 7 years and should cash flow. If you have any of those deals and you're looking to assign them or sell them in the following areas: New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Delaware, whether they're single family or multifamily, send an email to sub2, that's SUBTODV at gmail.com. And also, if you need to have deals analyzed, we will soon have a Google form for you to fill out. But for now, that will be the same email that you can send those opportunities that we can analyze for you, even if we're not the right buyer for that deal, or if you want to purchase that deal yourself, or need advice what kind of exit strategy you should have for it. Now, with all of these deals, we're going to have exit strategies, and it could be different exit strategies. The predominant ones is the T12. That's when you have a tenant that's for 12 months. But we're going to start to display how there's so many other strategies out there. There's medium-term rental, there's short-term rental, there's military housing, there's sober living, there's assisted living, there is renting by the rooms, so forth and so forth and so forth. So there's a lot of strategies, and we'll start talking about that on the show as well, because I don't really see a lot on YouTube people talking about it. And even though that we're not involved in some of the strategies that we talk about, I'll make sure to bring on experts. They're going to talk about those strategies. The ultimate goal is to get the most either cash or in this case, cash value for the property that you own or that you're arbitraging. Okay, so that's what's coming up, and as we continue to do these shows, we're going to continue putting out more content and more information about it. So the first thing, as I mentioned, um, register for the event in April. Will be very informative. Second is the email sub to dv Delaware Valley at gmail.com, and we are buyers. I give you the buy box. Now, the third thing I want to talk about is a lesson, and it's not so much as real estate, but I think it is tied to real estate in some capacity, and that is communication and connecting. So I'm currently involved in several masterminds where I'm networking and connecting, building relationships, building potential businesses, building, collaborating, squatting up, as some people would say. And I think what I find from a lot of examples that I've seen, a lot of people are not sure what they're trying to do, what they're trying to get, and where they're trying to go. And that is very important when it comes to communication and networking, because you can definitely go into a room where there's tons of people, and someone in that room has what you need to get to your next level. But unfortunately, you're not going to be able to find that person. You're not going to be able to connect with that person because you're not laser focused on your mission of what you're trying to get to. So that, like I said, it's communication and networking, but then it ties to another piece, which is mindset, and then all, but then kind of encompass, encapsulates real estate, the real estate environment. And in real estate, it's all about relationships. And what I found out in one of the mastermind groups that I'm in, I was asked the question: A, how do you basically get to where you're trying to get? Well, my feedback was you need to network, you need to find the right people that either have been where you're at or know somebody where you're at. So whenever you go into a network event or you communicate with someone, you need to make sure you convey your needs. Now, obviously, you want to serve others. So, part of communication and networking is to make sure that you give back, you provide value, but ultimately, you're there for a reason. So, make sure that you always have a clear goal while you go into an event. There's a book, Raising Private Capital, and I really like the concept that is described there. I'm going to change it a little bit because I actually have changed the format of how I look at it. And I think everybody that's watches this video can implement their own way. But whenever you go into a networking event or you're communicating with someone, you need to really understand what are the needs of the person that you're communicating with. And you try to solve their problem. And in the world of go-givers and reciprocity, they're going to essentially, if not initially, but eventually ask you how they can help you. The problem is with a lot of people is that they try to get all that on one time around, one turnaround, and that's why it sometimes comes off that you're not organically, you're not ethical, you're not sincere, and all of those things can be felt by the other person because you're just laser focused only on your goal, on your mission, whatever you're trying to achieve. So always try to serve others as much as possible. So going back, and I keep on going between communication, networking, and real estate. And this individual said to me, "Okay, well, I am trying to find a person to renovate some work on my house. It's very difficult in my area to find that. What do I do?" Okay, well, the first step that you can do, you can clearly go to a Google. You go and communicate um, by typing in what you're looking for, and then you have the person come up, and then you're going to have to depend on your insights and your views in reading the reviews, understanding this person if they will be able to deliver the job or the product that you need to have completed. But if you go, tap into your network, tap into your network, and essentially state your exact goal, and your network is already of people that you have served and you provided them value, you're going to get a lot more back. I'll give you a perfect example in my life because I don't want to give anybody else my life. So right now I'm looking to expand into the medium term rental market. I have not done any business in medium term rental market, and that is of interest to me. I think right now, based on the Airbnb's um, compliances going all over the country, the medium term rental business is definitely an opportunity. It's a very non-tapped market, and I would say that it's not a tapped market because there's a lot of different ways how you could do medium term rental. There's standard travel nurses, business people, but there's a lot of different other areas, and I think there's that, just like with anything, that ties to relationships and communication. So what I'm doing is that I know I have served plenty of people that I have collaborated, worked with, partnered up with throughout the time I've been in real estate. So now I'm reaching out back to those same people and I'm asking specific questions. Hey, do you know anyone that is an operator in medium term rental? Do you know anybody that owns a medium term rental in my local area? I want to reach out to them. I want to go learn from them. I want to be able to partner up with them. By the way, if you're watching this and you are a medium term operator and you're looking to expand to the East Coast, South Jersey, Delaware, and Pennsylvania, Philadelphia tri state area, make sure you contact me. Best thing to do is to email me sub2 SUBTO sub2 SUBTO D as in Dave, V as in Victor at gmail.com. Sub2DV at gmail.com. Um, so that's kind of like from my perspective as far as networking and communication. And I feel like that people a lot of times when they go into that state where they're like, okay, well, I need to find this person or I need to connect with this person. A lot of times people neglect their own existing network. And a lot of times people don't even realize who is in their network that can that either knows the problem they're looking to solve, or they know somebody that knows a problem that they're looking to solve, or the person they know directly can solve their problem. And that's where it really comes down to communication, networking, and real estate. I have been reading lots of books, have been studying real estate for many years, and it's only recently, I would say probably in the past couple of years, I started to transition and read books such as How to Win Friends and Influence People, The Go Giver, and many others, where they focus on communication and understanding how to properly network. Because in real estate, as just any other business, if you can properly communicate your needs and you're in front of the right people, or those people that you're speaking to know the people, you're going to get to whatever goal that you want super fast. It is a world that we live in that, in my opinion, once again, my opinion, there's not a lot of things that we could do ourselves. We all have to come together, leverage each other's experience so that we can continue building real estate in especially the market that we're going through. With communication networking, I'm going to also now turn a little bit further into the market state. Right now, communication networking is crucial because most people that I'm talking to are talking about how no properties that they underwrite are cash flowing with traditional 12-month lease. Um, there's for every MLS opportunity that comes on, which is 70 to 80% of the ARV, is snapped up like that. There's lines for properties that are trying to be acquired or bought um, that are within that criteria. So communication and networking is critical for everybody who's in the real estate investor space to have, because you constantly have to be an advocate for yourself, go out there and communicate your needs. So if you're somebody that's currently at a journey where, whether you're in a mentorship that's teaching you how to take down your first deal, or you have plenty of deals and you're looking for your next partner or your next opportunity, you need to be able to communicate that out, because people do not know what's going on in your head until you properly communicate. Well, I hope that was fun, and several good examples that you can take away from this feedback that I'm providing. in you and apply it into your own life. I would love to hear a comment. I would like to hear a post. And please, like I said again, share this video, post this video. Next time, share this video, post, like this video. Like I said, raw, so I'm not making any editing. And next time that I come back on, um, I'm most likely going to be with Mario, and we're going to be interviewing me, and you're going to hear about my starting real estate decades ago, and where am I today. Until next time, this is the Real Estate Roundtable with Dennis and Mario signing off. You have a good evening. Take care.